Yes, good morning, students. Today we shall continue with the problem that is design of cantilever type retaining wall. Uh, Yesterday we were doing the design of stem. In that one small check is required. So we have to do the check for shear. Then we shall go for the design of toe slab and heel slabs. Okay. So. Uh, as per the conditions of the retaining wall, we have the maximum shear force which will occur at the junction. That means the total force on the stem is what? It is P. Total force on stem is P. The lateral pressure. So lateral pressure P, Ka gamma H square by 2. H square you should. Someone has not muted the audio. All of you mute your audio. Okay. Now observe this. This H, what you are observing here, this is not capital H. This is the small h. This small h is nothing but the height of stem only. So stem height matra. So that is what we are considering here. So substitute the value. And get the value of P. P is 93.27 kilonewton, which is the force, or we can also tell that it is shear force for checking for shear. So, for checking the shear, we have to convert the shear force into factored shear force, multiply the value by 1.5. You will get the answer as 139.91 kilonewton. Then we have to check for shear stresses. So nominal shear stress formula we have tau V is equal to Vu by Bd. Substitute Vu we have 139.91 into 10 power 3 Newton divided by B. So we are considering only 1 meter strip of retaining wall. Next, D. D is the effective depth of the stem. D is effective depth of stem, not the overall thickness. Overall thickness ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? Overall thickness of the stem is 450 mm. So here we are considering only effective depth 400 mm. So the tau v value is 0.349 Newton per mm square. Next, you have to calculate the percentage of steel. So percentage of steel PT is equal to 100 AST by BD. So 100 AST, AST it is the main reinforcement divided by BD. Okay, so this comes out as 0.5%. So 0.5% ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬಂತು AST ನೋಡೋಣ. Here we have AST, how much provided? AST provided 2010.6 mm. Can observe here. So AST provided 2010.6 mm. So this is the value we are substituting for shear check. Okay. Observe. So check for shear. So we have put that value AST provided 2010.6 here. So the percentage of steel is 0.5%. So refer your IS 456 table number 19 for the value of percentage of steel 0.5 and M20 concrete. So you will get the value of tau C. So you will get the answer directly. Tau C is equal to 0.48 Newton per mm square. And we have K, the multiplication factor for a shear factor, which is 1 for the depth of stem more than 300 mm. So for that you have to refer clause number 40.2.1.1 in IS 456. So multiply that shear factor to the shear stress. 1 into 0.48 is equal to 0.48, so which is greater than the nominal shear stress which is there. So tau C is nothing but the shear strength. Tau v is the shear force. Okay, not the it is shear stress. Okay, tau v is shear stress. Tau c is shear strength. Okay, so strength is greater than stress. So if the strength is greater than stress, then it is in permissible limit. Okay. So next, that is about the design of stem. Now we shall move on to the design of heel slab. See here what we need to do is observe this diagram. This is the pressure diagram what we had drawn earlier. Uh, so here, which is the heel portion, we have in the heel portion we have uh, there are many forces which is acting on heel slab. So uh, here in the retaining wall, uh, for this much portion we have soil, right? So this much portion we have soil, which is calculated as W4 in our calculations, right? So this weight we have. So this is W4. Okay. Next we have on I'm considering only heel portion. Okay. I have to consider self weight of the heel slab. So in the previous calculation, we have self weight of base slab, not only heel slab. So base slab andre D in the A ತನಕನೂ calculate ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Here for the case of heel slab, we have to consider only from A to B. So A to B ಇಷ್ಟು ಮಾತ್ರ. So we shall consider this as self weight. So self weight. Next, here in this diagram, the pressure diagram, which is the upward pressure which is acting on the soil. In this region, we will experience some upward pressure. Okay, from here to here, upward pressure is experienced. Okay. Upward pressure is experienced. How this upward pressure is calculated? We have already drawn the pressure diagram. We have under this heel slab, that is A, B, I, J portion plus this portion, the bottom portion here. Observe. So under the heel, how much pressure we have? We have this portion, which is ABIJ plus HIJ portion. So one is rectangular portion, one is triangular portion. So this is upward force, and the soil pressure and self weight of the heel slab is acting downwards. So what we need to do is, while designing the heel slab, soil load on the heel and self weight of the heel minus the pressure, upward pressure. So upward pressure in what rectangular portion and triangular portion you have to deduct. So the same type, but the calculation differs. So we are having design of heel slab. As I have said, self weight of soil, which is W4, self weight of heel slab. So consider the dimensions of heel slab only. This is the dimension. Heel length is 2.05 meter and thickness of the slab is 0.45. Multiply that by 25, which is the density of RCC. Okay. Now calculate the magnitude. You will get the magnitude as these two. So this is the magnitude of the soil weight, and this is the magnitude of self weight of heel slab. Okay. Next, you have to multiply so that we can get the moment value. So restoring moment value we can get. To get that, you have to multiply the load or the area into perpendicular distance. So area into perpendicular distance or the weight into perpendicular distance. Perpendicular distance is up to the centroid of the portions what we have considered. So from A we have 2.05 divided by 2, and here also same thing, 0.05 divided by 2, the factor is same. Multiply these two values, you will get the moment value here, this one and this one. So this is the total self weight. So additional. So this is weight W. This is moment. So ಇದು total weight, ಇದು total moment. So now we have to consider the deduction portion. So observe here. Since in the pressure diagram we have rectangular portion and triangular portion. So area of the rectangular portion multiplied by this is the value multiplied by centroidal distance. Okay. Area of the pressure diagram, that portion, a rectangular portion multiplied by centroidal distance. The centroidal distance here is, for since it is this thing. So for rectangular portion, centroidal distance is b by 2. For triangular portion, the centroidal distance is 1 by 3 of the overall width. Okay, so that is 2.05 divided by 3 for triangular portion. Area of triangle we know, half into width into height. Height is nothing but pressure value, which you can directly get it from the diagram. So this thing is deduction. Okay, this is deduction. So these two are deductions. So what you need to do is uh, 237 point 439 minus 121.535 is the value what you need to consider for the final answer. So this is the pressure diagram. So we had added the heel slab dimension and soil weight. Next we have deducted this portion. What is this portion? We have pressure portion, pressure of rectangular portion and the pressure of triangular portion. Okay. So according to that, total weight is that means sigma W is equal to one ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಡಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಾ, ಡಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದು ಫೈನಲ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ದಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಸೊ 237.439 minus 121.535, which is 115.904 is the moment value. So moment or the bending moment of heel slab is this much, 115.904 a kilonewton meter. Then we have to convert this to factored moment mu multiplied by 1.5, we'll get 173.85 kilonewton meter. Then substitute that value in AST formula. You know AST formula, standard formula. Substitute in that, you will get the main steel. So the AST is 1290.09 mm square. So assuming 16 mm diabars, So 1000 into pi d square by 4 divided by AST, we will get 155.84 mm. Here, uh, even though we have got the spacing of 155 mm, we are providing only 100 mm center to center. Why? Because we are just trying to match the spacings of stem reinforcement. Okay. uh, ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ರಿಇನ್ಫೋರ್ಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸಿಂಗ್ನ ಹೀಲ್ ಸ್ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ, ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಟಿ ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ. ಸಿ consider this as your retaining wall, and I'm providing the reinforcements. So when I provide the main reinforcement, observe here, so this is the main reinforcement of the retaining wall. I can continue this for hill slab like this, and also I can continue like this on the top portion like this. Continue ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, it is for just for convenience, practical purpose. So therefore provide 16 mm dia bars at 100 mm center to center. Next we have distribution bar. We have to calculate the minimum steel requirement. So we already have calculated the minimum steel required, which is provide 8 mm dia bars at 180 mm center to center near each face. So and that should be the consideration, so near each face. uh, Next we have to check for shear in the heel slab. uh, the total magnitude of the load. So heel slab load ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಟೋಟಲ್ ಲೋಡ್, ನಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲೋಡ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್. Okay, so total load, which is the load acting downwards minus the pressure which is acting upwards. Okay, ಸೊ ಆ ಟೇಬಲಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಇದು 96.155 ಕಿಲೋ ನ್ಯೂಟನ್. ಸೊ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಇಟ್ ಬೈ 1.5, ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಡ್ ಶಿಯರ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ as 144.23 kilo Newton. Next, again refer S456. So nominal shear stress VU by BD, we will get 0.36. And if you calculate the percentage of till 100 AST provided divided by BD. So AST provided, you should observe here, AST provided, not AST provide 16 mm and all ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಅದಲ್ಲ. ಅದನ್ನ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಫೈನಲ್ ಆಗಿ AST provided ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬೇಕು, that value, and then you will get it as 0.5. Okay, so 0.5%. Note down the value of tau c. So 0.5 ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀರಾ, ಟೇಬಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ 19 IS456. Okay, so FCK 20, so that is M20 concrete, it is given. Therefore tau c is equal to 0.48 Newton per mm square. So 0.48 is greater than 0.36. 0.48 ಏನು, it is the strength of the shear strength. It is shear strength. Tau c is shear strength. Shear strength is greater than shear stress. So stress ಗಿಂತ strength ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ. So hence it is safe. Okay. Next we shall go for the designing of toe slab. This is very similar to the designing of heel slab. Only thing is you have to observe here. First I have calculated the upward pressure. So upward pressure, we have one rectangular portion, one triangular portion, and then we have to deduct the self weight of toe slab and soil weight on the toe slab. So we shall look into the diagram here. ನಾವು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, ಇವಾಗ ಟೋ ಸ್ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಟೋ ಸ್ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಹಿಯರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ವಿ ಶಾಲ್ ಲುಕ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್. ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಟೋ ಸ್ಲ್ಯಾಬ್. ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟು ಪೋರ್ಷನ್, this much portion of the soil is acting on toe slab and plus self weight of toe slab. So these two are one side, and we have upward pressure from the soil in this portion, only in this portion for the length of 1 meter. So 1 meter length here. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ pressure diagram ನೋಡೋಣ. So in the pressure diagram you can observe two portion. One is rectangular portion DCGE and a triangular portion EGF. Okay. Now so we have to go for okay. So this is the table for design of heel slab. Here what you need to do is one more thing you need to observe. You have to take the distance from C. In case of toe slab, you have taken the distance from B, uh, and now you have to take the distance from C. So C in the distance ತೆಗಿಬೇಕು ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅದು C. Observe here. So this is C. So from here, from this point, you have to take the moment distances. So ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಈ rectangular portion ಗೆ 1 divided by 2 0.5, soil ಗೆ 1 divided by 2, C ಈ portion ಗೆ 1 divided by 2, ಈ portion ಗೆ here you should be very careful. So here 2 by 3 into 1, 2 by 3 into 1 ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಈ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಇ ಎಫ್ ಜಾಗದಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ 1/3 ಇಂಟು 1 ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಈ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಸೊ 2/3 ಇಂಟು 1 ಸೆಂಟ್ರಾಯ್ಡಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ಓಕೆ. Now observe, this is the upward pressure. So upward pressure, rectangular portion, area of it, and then multiplying the centroidal distance, you'll get 50.865. Next, triangular portion, half into base into height. Next, you have to multiply it by 2 by 3 into 1, 8.056. So this is the upward pressure, 58.921. So next, you have, what you need to do is, since this value is higher, you will deduct the self weight. So ಏನಂದ್ರೆ total weight on the toe slab should be positive. Okay. So positive value ಬರಬೇಕು, moment value. So ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿ. So due to toe slab the dimension ಗೊತ್ತು 1 by 0.45 into 25 density of RCC multiplied by 0.5, you will get 5.625. Next, dead weight of soil over toe slab. So toe slab ಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ soil ಇದೆ. So DF, that is depth of foundation, minus slab depth. Slab depth ಕಾರಣ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲಿರೋ soil height ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. So what is the density of soil? So here you should be very careful. The density of soil is 18.5. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ 25 ಅಂತ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ಇದು ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡಿಡ್ತಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ನ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ. Now and then multiplied by centroidal distance, you will get this value. So this much is the total deduction. Okay. So the final answer is 46.359, which is acting upward. In case of heel slab, the force moment was acting downwards. In case of toe slab, it is acting upward. ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಹೀಲ್ ಸ್ಲಾಬ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟೋ ಸ್ಲಾಬ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೋ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಓಕೆ. So moment calculation, ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ 46.359 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಮೀಟರ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಮ್ ಯು multiplied by 1.5. Substitute that formula in AST formula. You will get the AST, and it is the AST. So AST is for 94.17 mm square. Next, I have to choose the reinforcement. I shall choose 12 mm dia bars. So spacing will be 200 mm. Say provide 12 mm dia bars at 200 mm center to center. Okay. So the AST provided will be 565.45 mm square. So shear check ಮಾಡುವಾಗ 565.45 mm square ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಬಾರ್ ಮೊದಲೇ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ 8 mm dia bars at 180 mm center to center near each face. Okay. Next shear check again, the total magnitude of load calculation ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, so ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ from the table, you will get 88.69 kilonewton. VU multiplied by 1.5, so you will get 133.03. So nominal shear stress, as you all know, tau V is equal to VU by BD. ಇದು ಮೂರನೇ ಸಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ನಾನು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಫಾಸ್ಟಾಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. Okay, VU by VD, substitute ಮಾಡಿ, you will get 0.33 percentage of steel, 100 AST provided divided by BD, you will get it as 0.14% or 0.15%. Note down the value of tau C by looking at the table number 19 ISO 56 for M20 concrete. So tau C is 0.28. So since the so tau C is what? Shear strength. So tau V is what? Shear stress. So here strength is less than shear force. So shear stress ಗಿಂತ strength ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ. So strength ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೇನು unsafe ಆಯ್ತು. Hence we have to provide shear reinforcement. So what we need to do is hence revise the depth of base slab or increase the area of steel provided. So ಈಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು, ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಾಗೋಯ್ತು, ಹೀಲ್ ಸ್ಲ್ಯಾಬು ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ಮು ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಾಯ್ತು, ಆದರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟೋ ಸ್ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ಗೆ ಅನ್ಸೇಫ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. In this condition what we need to do is one thing, we have to increase the thickness of the base slab thickness ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಆದರೆ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಟೋ ಸ್ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಅದು ಹೀಲ್ ಸ್ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗಿದೆ. ಈಗ ಅದನ್ನು ಡೆಪ್ತ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೋದರೆ ಬೇರೆದ್ರ ಎಲ್ಲ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಡಬಲ್ ಕೆಲಸ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟೀಲ್ನ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ 12 mm dia bars at 120 mm center to center. So here at 200 mm center to center ಬದಲು at 120 mm center to center ಅಂತ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ನಾವು, ವಿ ಆರ್ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಪೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟೀಲ್. ಸೊ ಸ್ಟೀಲ್ ಡಯಾಮೀಟರ್ ಏನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ಪೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಸೊ ಹೆನ್ಸ್ ದಿ AST ಪ್ರೊವೈಡೆಡ್ ಅವಾಗ 500 ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ 942.41. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಶಾಲ್ ಅಗೈನ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟೀಲ್. ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಸೊ 0.235 is the percentage of steel. For this tau C is 0.348. So 0.348 is greater than 0.33, that is tau V, hence safe. ಸೊ ಏನಾಯಿತು, ಸೇಫ್ ಆಯಿತು. So that is how we have to design the toe slab. So now we have designed all stem portion, heel portion and toe portion. The last part is we have to do the diagrams. So we have to draw a neat diagram of the examination. First I shall explain the reinforcement details. So these are the main reinforcement. The vertical bars what you can see here are main reinforcement. Here this is the main reinforcement for heel slab. This is the main reinforcement for heel slab on both the faces. Idu main reinforcement, amale idu main reinforcement. Basically the dots what you are seeing are all distribution. Lines what you are all seeing is main reinforcement. So main reinforcement for stem ಎಷ್ಟಿತ್ತು, 16 mm dia at 100 mm center to center for some height. ಸೊ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ನಾವು ಕರ್ಟೈಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಲ್ಲ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಹಾಫ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡೋಣ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅದೇನು ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಈ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಸೊ 16 mm ಡಯಾನೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ಉದ್ದುದ ಇರೋದು ನೋಡಿ, ಅಂದರೆ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಬಾರ್ಸ್ನ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ 16 mm ಡಯಾ ಅಟ್ 100 mm. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಧ್ಯ 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 ಒಂದೊಂದಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಹಾಫ್ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಈ ಬಾರ್ನ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ, ಈ ಬಾರ್ನ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ. ಸೊ 100 mm ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ಟರ್ನೇಟ್ ಬಾರ್ಸ್ನ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇರೋದ್ರ ಸ್ಪೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಯಿತು, 200 mm ಆಯಿತು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್, 16 mm ಅಟ್ 200 mm ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್, ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸು. ಸೊ ಅಡ್ಡ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತಿರೋದು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಬಾರ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ಅಗೇನ್ ಹೀಲ್ ಸ್ಲಾಬ್ಗೆ ಮೇನ್ ರಿಇನ್ಫೋರ್ಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು, ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಏನು ಅಂತಲೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಲೇಬಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೀಟಾಗಿ, ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ರಿಇನ್ಫೋರ್ಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ RCC ಸ್ಲಾಬ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಇಟ್ ವೆರಿ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಹೆಚ್ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, H1 ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, H1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕರ್ಟೈಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಹೆಚ್ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಹೆಚ್ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು. ಡೆಪ್ತ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಸೊ these are all the dimensions you need to mention. So observe this. If you have any doubts, I shall clear it right now. So observe this diagram carefully. If you have doubts, you can speak up or leave a comment in the chat box. Okay, any doubts? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಆಫ್ retaining wall, cantilever retaining wall. Next we shall look into counterfort type retaining wall. We shall observe those things in the next class. Okay. ಅನಿಲ್ ರಾಜ್ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಪ್ರೂವ್.